Currently, I'm on Mabul Island, and yesterday I got my first glimpse of the lovely ocean creatures here and enjoyed a couple of beers around the campfire. But in today's video, we head out to sea again.
Turtle? Oh, okay.
Where I get a pretty close encounter, see many more fun fish, and play basketball in the local village. But first, it's time to wake up. Good morning, guys, from Mabul Island. Today we're going snorkeling at Kapalai, which is another island here in the area, to do a little bit of something different to yesterday. But I've got to say, yesterday, enjoying the beers over sunset and the bonfire, I can definitely feel it. So I'm really hoping that breakfast and the cold water and everything will make me feel a bit better, because at the moment I'm feeling slightly rough. But I am still really much looking forward to today, because Kapalai is supposed to be very different when it comes to like the fish and everything that you can see there compared to Mabul that we did yesterday. So let's go have breakfast and head out. Today I have opted for a breakfast that is all the different colors of beige. I'm not sure this is the healthiest, but anyway, this will need it today. Joel's got some fruit, so I'll probably get some watermelon as well. Time to munch up some energy. Got my gear on again, so going for the little shorty wetsuits. My weight belt again, and the fins and Alaska stuff. Yesterday I started getting blisters from the fins, but they don't have the socks, and I forgot my socks in the room. Unfortunately, here I don't feel like walking all the way back to my room to go and get the socks, so blisters it will be. Now, from where we're staying, we've got like this weird building in front of us, and I kind of thought it was an oil rig, but apparently this is just another resort with a whole lot of rooms. But I feel like if you're staying out there, like that is kind of where you're isolated to, you know? You don't have the island or anything like that. You're just stuck on this thing. It looks interesting though, but I wouldn't have expected it to be a resort. Okay, so this is Kapalai Island, and basically it's actually a sandbank. Nothing beats a hangover than being in the ocean, I gotta say. And I love these little black and white fish, they're so cute. And every time I wiggle my fingers, they keep coming to check what's going on. Okay, I'm enjoying myself. I have never in my life seen so many turtles one after the other as I have during my time in the water near Mabul and Kapalai. Here, as I jump in, there was another giant turtle. I just chilled with it for a while as it did not seem disturbed by my presence. It even came up for air right next to me. I want to be mindful and not stress out any animal, but this turtle was really calm swimming next to me, getting air and then slowly moving off. Whoa, the turtle sighting was absolutely insane. It was so relaxed, coming up for air multiple times. I tried to back off a bit, but it just chilled, wasn't too bothered. That is phenomenal. One thing I have seen here is the plastic, unfortunately, so I put some of it into my weight belt so we can take it out of the ocean. Plastic does not belong on the reefs. Session was great. Seeing that turtle come up like that and seeing the big fish and all that, definitely another successful snorkel trip. So we're going to be doing another snorkel here in Kapalai, but first I think we're having a break first. Just going to pick up the divers. So I'm curious to see what they saw down there while they were able to actually stay in the deeper end. So yeah, let's pick them up and find out. So it's actually quite nice that we're going to have a bit of a relax here. We got another 24 minutes before we get back in, because when you're down there, like, it's a lot of fun, but it does take a lot of energy to be conscious with your breath and moving underwater and stuff like that. So we're just going to chill a bit. I'm going to soak up some sun, and then I think we're going to be going here again, or maybe somewhere around Kapalai again. But until then, we can actually take a breather. Today is already going quite differently. Like, we have a different group than yesterday, so you got different people around, different stories. What the dive divers actually saw were massive moray eels, and apparently one of the biggest in the world can be found here. His name is Elvis, apparently. Anyways, they said like that its head was like 2 times the size of a human head, so that's pretty crazy. We didn't bump into any of those while snorkeling, and to be honest, I'm actually glad. I'm a little bit afraid of the big moray eels, so but who knows, maybe on the next snorkel, we'll see. Joel, are you excited for your dive?
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about like doing a coral dive, and now you've got a...
No, I've got the coral, so we're very happy. It's clear as well.
Very clear.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a good dive.
We're gonna have to compare results. Your dive results with my snorkel results. What are the chances? Like
Once every 2 months.
once every 2 months there might be a whale shark here? Well,
Yeah, I'm here for 6 months now. They've seen it 3 times.
3 times in 6 months. Woo. I've never seen a cuttlefish like that, the cuttlefish so close before. In the Philippines, I've seen a couple from far away, but they were so shy that they left straight away. It's such an interesting creature, man. Like, it was changing color as soon as I got a little bit closer, so obviously it didn't really want me to be there, so I kept the distance and then it just swam off. That is such an interesting little creature. And just spotted my first ever nudie brooch. It's not one of the very, very colorful ones, but it is one. So you definitely have like the warm layers of water. So just like 2 meters to the right, it was icy cold or getting colder. And then I hit here and it's like, whoa, warm bath water. Apparently that little fish there turns into this big yellow fish. Huh? Turtle? Oh, okay. We're gonna have to ID it in the book when we get back. Whew, turtle time! That's a tiny turtle compared to what we've seen so far. I've got salt water on my eyes, so much salt water on my nose. I keep having to blow out snot. This is not the sexiest of looks, but it is a reality. Okay, stick it on. What an awesome snorkel session. But now, tired, out of breath. My body wants to stop. So getting back in the boat. Man, oh man, I am so tired from that, especially when you're carrying like the weight belt, carrying all that extra weight, so you're not like really floating as well, because you're trying to not be buoyant. I definitely am not. Got so much extra energy. Hello. I've just woken up from an hour deep nap. My body is so tired from snorkeling, being out in the water, and then obviously I'm not sleeping super a lot last night. But we have one more snorkel to go, so I have 15 minutes. I'm just gonna rehydrate, walk down to the dock, and then get in the mood for this, because to be honest, I just want to lay back up there in my bed. Are you feeling for your dive back?
I'm feeling fine. Feeling very chill.
Tired?
No, not at all. Never.
Oh, you liar! Camera comes on and the people start lying. And who's got a 5:45 dive tomorrow in the morning? It's you! Great, we're all in this together.
We can see morays, again we can see many nudie branches. The wall it's very nice and the corals are very colorful. And depending how strong the current is, we might drift to a point where it becomes a sloping reef. All right. The deepest part of the wally will be around 30 meters, and then the sloping reef after it goes up until 50 meters.
Last snorkel. Let's go. Here are absolutely insane, and seeing that big drop off of the wall is pretty intimidating but really cool at the same time, because you can see the corals going down, see some cool fishies already. So I'm glad I got over my tiredness and we're out of the water again. It's so funny, my grandmother used to have those shells by her fireplace, and now I saw one in the wild. Honestly, one of the skills I'm still practicing that has given me a new sense of feeling free is freediving. I know I'm not a pro, but it feels so amazing being fully immersed with the ocean, observing the corals and swimming free. Yesterday have definitely been great. I don't think I've never actually snorkeled and freediving in a place like this. Like, I have been to places like Siquijor in the Philippines, to Tulapas Marine Sanctuary, where we saw black-tip reef sharks and the barracudas and stuff. But to see moray eels, to see so many fish, you know, the drop-offs of the reef and stuff was really, really spectacular. And I'm really happy that I came here. So if you do have a love for the ocean, I do think that coming to the area of Mabul, Sipadan and Kapalai is definitely highly recommended and worth it. And also the contrast between this and the Tan Sangkaran Marine Sanctuary on the north end of Semporna, there's a bit of a difference. Like, there is still trash here, but for me it was so much more evident going out to those northern islands. And today I heard from one of the people that went to Sipadan that they saw sharks and everything, so that is really cool. For now though, I think I'm going to be making a bit of a walk around the island. Apparently you can walk around the whole island within about an hour, but it is still quite warm, so I'm not sure I'll be doing that, the full island, but I definitely want to go see a little bit of island life. What do we have to do when we're walking here?
Just walk straight, I mean.
And just be confident, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, when you walk too slow, apparently you become heavier. So we're just walking. We'll be okay. Thank you. Walking around the villages is such a different experience than if you're just going to be staying in one of the diving resorts. Obviously, the diving resorts has a certain face. Like, you're just there for the diving, you're meeting a lot of Western people. Whereas on the island, you actually have locals. And it's really interesting to see how these people live, because they live in houses on stilts, which I think takes some genius architecture, because it has to be stable in water and in land conditions. So we're just having a walk around, and apparently you have to go towards the school and then the cemetery, and then we can walk around the island again. But definitely a lovely experience to actually see something else in just the tourism part, the scuba diving part, and to get a bit of a view of local life. Kitty witty wee. Well guys, the time has come to say goodbye to beautiful Mabul Island, and I've had such an amazing time here, coming from the city of Semporna to then these beautiful islands known for their coral reefs, and seeing the lush wonders of the underwater world and seeing such healthy corals has been amazing. I have never experienced something like this, and it definitely gives you a new appreciation for the underwater world. I mean, seeing it in documentaries, seeing it in films is not the same as actually being there and spotting all these creatures in real life. So that has been absolutely fantastic and very fascinating. But on the stark contrast of this, you do have the issue here with the trash. Seeing it also in the ocean is quite sad. Now, I don't want this to be the main goal of the video, but also walking yesterday through the village and seeing that they do not have a proper waste system. I was talking to somebody here and they were explaining that they don't have boats going to Semporna to bring out the trash. So they have a couple of options. That's burying it, burning it, or throwing it into the ocean. So, you know, you have people living here, obviously, and that is going to generate trash. So I don't understand why on a governmental level, nothing is happening to prevent that trash from actually getting into the ocean, because now the coral reefs are still pristine, but we still already are seeing some trash while we're out there. And I just wonder for how long that is still going to be the case, you know, if all of this is ending up in the ocean. And at the end of the day, even the government would have benefit if the oceans and the coral reefs are clean, because that's also where a lot of their tourism is coming from. So anyways, I want to end this on a positive note. I really loved it here, and oh man, the ocean is amazing and we need to look after it and we need to protect it, because if that thrives, so do we. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video and I definitely hope to see you in the next one. Bye.